In this video, I will be talking about the Three Kingdoms period of China, focusing on the many talented heroes of that time. Wang Ping earned his fame in his later years while serving as a general for Liu Bei's Shu kingdom. Before this, he was drafted at a young age into Cao Cao's Kingdom of Wei. Because of his young recruitment age, he missed out on an education which led to him being illiterate, only able to read about 10 words or so. Nevertheless, Wang Ping still exceeded at debate, discussion and public speaking, and also enjoyed telling stories. When he needed to write battle reports or letters, he had his clerk do it. Sometimes he was ridiculed for this and he would say, "I am here to fight, not to write." He was a native of the Baxi Commandery. Wang Ping was close with the local tribal leaders, who were approached in the year 215 by a regional warlord, Zhang Lu. Having just suffered a defeat at the hands of Cao Cao, the clever Zhang Lu fled to Baxi, where he sought to join forces with the local tribes and surrender to Cao Cao together with them, in order to sweeten the deal, so to speak. By pacifying and recruiting the locals of Baxi Commandery, Zhang Lu lowered his chances of being punished and successfully joined the Kingdom of Wei alongside Wang Ping. Cao Cao promoted the tribe's chieftains to marquis status, where they undertook the responsibility of defending one commandery each within the state of Ba. 2 years later, the pair of them were defeated and were forced to retreat when Liu Bei launched a northern campaign. He sent Huang Quan to capture an area in what became known as the Battle of Baxi. Wang Ping then attended a summons to the capital city Luoyang with his comrades, where he was assigned to Hanzhong Commandery as a colonel under Zhihao Yuan. Liu Bei led his troops to capture Hanzhong after being urged by Fa Zheng, who recognized the strategic importance of the area. Due to Cao Cao's recent relocation of many locals from Ba, it was currently in a state of unrest, which Liu Bei took advantage of. He defeated Wei at the Battle of Mount Dingjun and a year later at the Battle of Han River. These losses caused serious problems for Cao Cao's forces, who were rapidly losing morale and supplies. Liu Bei then offered food and shelter to his enemy and brought many Wei officers into his realm. Wang Ping was among them. Wang Ping was appointed as a major general and for the next 10 years didn't make any major contributions or achievements, until 5 years after the death of Liu Bei. In the year 228, the Shu Prime Minister Zhuge Liang launched a series of northern campaigns against Wei. Wang Ping was assigned to the vanguard army, serving under the promising Shu strategist Ma Su. They were sent to secure Jieting, a critical location for Zhuge Liang's northern campaign to succeed. When they arrived, Ma Su followed military texts too closely. He disregarded Wang Ping's advice to camp in a valley containing a nearby water source, instead choosing to set up his camp on the high ground, a presumably strategically sound location. The opposing Wei general Zhang He encircled Ma Su atop the hill and simply starved his army out. The Shu forces suffered a devastating defeat and lost a great many soldiers. Luckily, Ma Su had allowed Wang Ping to lead 1,000 men to camp at his desired location in the valley. When Ma Su became isolated, Wang Ping gave the order for his men to beat the drums loudly and quickly, creating the illusion of reinforcements. This strategy successfully stopped Zhang He's advancement, which gave Wang Ping time to organize a retreat of sorts. He successfully saved Ma Su's life and as many Shu soldiers as he could. Unsurprisingly, Zhuge Liang was deeply disappointed in Ma Su, but honored Wang Ping's actions, promoting him to an army advisor role. Without the logistical advantages that Jieting provided, the first northern campaign had to be abandoned. It wasn't until the year 231 that Wang Ping was called upon again, this time to contribute in Zhuge Liang's 4th attempt at a northern campaign. He was assigned a minor defensive role and successfully stood his ground when he came under attack by Zhang He. Then, in the year 234, during the 5th northern campaign, Zhuge Liang passed away. He strategized a retreat plan for when he died, which commanded the complete retreat of all the Shu forces. But one military general, named Wei Yan, refused the order. He was outraged at his allies leaving the battle because of the death of one man, so he led his unit to block his own army's escape route and then engaged them in combat. Wang Ping stepped forward to reason with Wei Yan's men. He said, "His Excellency has just died, and his body is yet to turn cold, and now you dare to do something like this?" These words filled the men with shame, who then deserted. This in turn forced Wei Yan to flee, and soon after, Wang Ping was credited for putting an end to the mutiny. Wang Ping's deeds eventually led to him being promoted as the superior military authority in the most important location against the Wei kingdom, Hanzhong. A 60,000 strong Wei army, led by Shu Han, invaded Hanzhong in the year 244. Wang Ping's men, who numbered around half the enemy's, wanted to retreat as they knew they could not defeat the enemy head-on. When Wang Ping refused his men this luxury, they then urged him to utilize Wei Yan's defensive plans that he had made back when he was in charge of Hanzhong. This Wang Ping agreed to. In accordance to Wei Yan's strategy, they occupied a nearby mountain and erected flags on their way to and whilst they climbed it. This caused the invading army to second-guess the size of Shu's defensive force, and when Shu received actual reinforcements from Chengdu, the acting enemy commander Tao Xuan was forced to retreat. This was considered a massive victory for the Shu forces. Wang Ping passed away 4 years later in the year 248. His son inherited all of his responsibilities and titles, as was the way of things back then. Despite his humble early life or inability to write, Wang Ping was able to earn a well-deserved place for himself within the Shu kingdom. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.